Tuesday. Chair Finance.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that taking into consideration the findings of the Departmental Committee on Finance and National Planning in its report on the vetting of a nominee for the appointment as a chairperson of the Commission on Revenue Allocation laid on the table of the House on Tuesday, the 27th of June, 2023, and pursuant to the provisions of Article 215(2)(a) of the Constitution and Section 8(1) of the Public Appointments Parliamentary Approval Act of 2011, that this House approves the appointment of CPA Mary A.C. Wanyonyi as the chairperson of the Commission on Revenue Allocation. Honorable Speaker, Article 215(2) of the Constitution requires that a chairperson shall be nominated by His Excellency the President and approved by the National Assembly for the appointment as chairperson for the Commission on Revenue Allocation. The term of the chairperson of Commission on Revenue Allocation ended on the 28th of February 2023. Article 250(c) of the Constitution, as read together with Section 9(2) of the Commission on Revenue Allocation Act, provides that persons appointed as members and chairperson of the Commission shall serve for a period of 6 years and will not be eligible for reappointment. Honorable Speaker, on Tuesday, the 6th of June 2023, and pursuant to Article 215(2)(a) of the Constitution and Section 5 of the Public Appointments Parliamentary Approval Act, number 33 of 2011, and standing under 45(1), the Honorable Speaker notified the National Assembly of the nomination of CPA Mary Andeo Wanyonyi Chebukati by His Excellency the President for approval for the appointment as a chairperson for the Commission on Revenue Allocation. Subsequently, the name of the nominee, her curricula vitae, and reports of the selection panel on her recruitment were committed to the Departmental Committee on Finance and National Planning for approval, hearing, and reporting to the House. Honorable Speaker, in compliance with Article 118(b) of the Constitution and Section 6(4) of the Public Appointments Parliamentary Approval Act, number 33 of 2011, the committee placed an advertisement in the print media on Tuesday, the 14th of June 2023, informing the members of the public on the nomination, the date, and place for the approval hearing. Honorable Speaker, the committee also invited the public to submit memoranda on the suitability of the nominee in conformity with Section 6(9) of the Public Appointments Parliamentary Approval Act. However, Honorable Speaker, by the close of business on Wednesday, 21st of June 2023, the committee received no memoranda or affidavit contesting the suitability of the nominee by the set deadline. Further, the committee also requested information regarding the nominee from the Kenya Revenue Authority, EACC, DCI, Higher Education Loans Board, ORPP, on her suitability to hold public office. It is instructive to note, Honorable Speaker, that the nominee did get clearance from all the said agencies. Honorable Speaker, the nominee appeared before the committee on Thursday, the 22nd of June 2023 at 11:30 a.m. for vetting, and she examined for her vetting examination based on the criteria set out in Section 6 of the Commission on Revenue Allocation Act of 2011 and Section 7 of the Public Appointments Parliamentary Approval Act. In addition, Honorable Speaker, the committee examined her academic credentials, relevant experience, knowledge of sector issues, and matters of leadership and integrity. The committee paid due regard to the procedure used to arrive at the nominee. And Honorable Speaker, we have attached the Public Service Commission report. Any constitutional or statutory requirements relating to the office in question and the suitability of the nominee for the appointment proposed having regard to whether the nominee's abilities, experience, and qualities meet the needs of the Commission. Honorable Speaker, CPA Mary Andeo Wanyonyi Chebukati is a Kenyan citizen, bearer of identity card number 1809617, and was born in Bungoma County in 1962. Honorable Speaker, CPA Mary Andeo started her education at St. George's Primary School, Nairobi, and later proceeded to Kenya High School, where she attained her CPE and KCE in 1974 and 1978, respectively. Honorable Speaker, the nominee pursued her A-levels from 1979 to 1980 at Kireri Girls High School, and thereafter proceeded to Punjab University, where she graduated in 1984 with a bachelor's degree. The nominee, Honorable Speaker, further proceeded to Eastern and South African Management Institute, AZIMIO University, in Arusha, Tanzania, where she enrolled for a MBA, consequently graduating in the year 2014. Honorable Speaker, CPA Mary Andeo Wanyonyi is a certified public accountant with good standing with the Institute of Certified Public Accountants. She is also a financial analyst and a certified professional mediator. And for all these qualifications, she has good standing with the respective professional bodies. She's also tax compliance with the tax compliance certificate being issued by the Kenya Revenue Authority. On her work experience, Honorable Speaker, CPA Mary started her career as an accountant in 1985, starting off at the office of the Vice President in the Ministry of Home Affairs, before she was promoted to an accountant one at the Ministry of Supply and Marketing in 1989. Honorable Speaker, it was interesting to note one of our members of our committee, one CPA Oyula, who was then the Paymaster General, was one of the referees of CPA Mary because she was then her junior accountant when CPA Oyula served as the Paymaster General at the Treasury. Honorable Speaker, she then was promoted to an acting principal accountant at the Ministry of Finance, later worked as a district accountant, Kwale District Treasury, and deputy district accountant at Mombasa District Treasury between 1998 and 2012. After that, she was promoted to become the chief accountant or the deputy head of accounting unit department at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, a position she served between 2011 and 2012. Further, Honorable Speaker, between 2012 and 2016, she was promoted to serve as an acting assistant accounting general, a head of training and secretariat at the corporate governance subcommittee of the Public Service Center Public Service Accountant Standards Board, and that is between 2012 to 2016. She later proceeded to work as an assistant accountant general, head of accounting unit department at the Ministry of Energy and Petroleum between 2016 and 2018. And up to the time of her appointment, Honorable Speaker, she was serving as a senior deputy accountant general in the Ministry of Lands and Physical Planning, a position now she has held until 2019, Honorable Speaker. We were keen to note that the nominee is a receiver of several awards, first of them being a second runners-up for public sector awards. She also got the ISPAC Fire Award for 2007 for leading the State Department to be to be tax compliant. And 2019, she was among the top 5 her agency was among the top 5 agencies that were awarded an award by His Excellency the President for the highest amount of VAT collected. Honorable Speaker, during the vetting exercise, it was an interesting discussion came up that CPA Mary A.C. Wanyonyi, when her name was brought as appointment as the chairperson of the Commission on Revenue Allocation, most of the reports that were done in the media was relation to that of her spouse. Of course, a commonly known name in every household in Kenya, the chair of IEBC, Mr. CHEBUKATIS. Honorable Speaker, it was quite a unique time we had as a committee, because at one we were like, should we really go into the issue of who someone is married to or who someone is a spouse to when you're looking at the academic qualifications? And of course, CPA Mary took up the task and went to explain how throughout her very well decorated career of 37 years, as I have read out to you and as a committee was able to establish, the issue of who she was married to was never a point of discussion. It was only until that she was nominated for the position of chairperson for Commission of Revenue Allocation that the question of who her spouse is came into discussion. And of course, it was very unfair to see people trash her curriculum vitae and the many years of hard work she put both in public service and in pursuing her academic qualifications, being a certified public accountant, being a financial analyst, holding a bachelor's degree in commerce and a master's degree, and the discussion became who was she married to. And maybe this House Honorable Speaker needs to ask ourselves whether we accord the same treatment when we are vetting the male that come to this House, or when we vet any male candidates in any particular position. Does anybody care whose wife someone, whose husband someone is when they get appointed? So why the double standards when it is professional, qualified, experienced women of this country? Then the question of who their spouse is comes to play. However, Honorable Speaker, CPA Mary Wanyonyi was proud to be a wife, to be a mother, and she said even if it portrayed her or whatever was said, she would still choose that gentleman as her husband. And I was like, that is how our women should be proud of their husbands. And with that, Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that this House approves the appointment of CPA Mary A.C. Wanyonyi as a chairperson for Commission on Revenue Allocation, and do ask the Vice Chair of the Committee of Finance and National Planning, the Honorable Ambassador Langat, to second. With that,